because he's an expressive person doesn't mean he doesn't have wit.
Do you know on the tone scale where it talks about literalness of remarks taken? You're taking my remarks very literal. It means you're low on the tone scale, I think. Tony, he's got a sense of humor. You don't. I make an obvious generality obvious, and you're like, oh, there's another one. There's another generality. See?
I'll also consider it takes a while for someone to get to actually know you and know what to expect. So
oh, I see. I see. So what is he, like a trainee? He's an OSA trainee or something? These two?
You got to lift it up on the other side, otherwise you only use one eye.
Abbott and Costello, OSA trainees.
I think I'm old enough to take care of
We have not had conversations.
You don't even remember.
I remember. You came out that one time at DuPont, and you basically talked to me for about a couple minutes. Hi. Oh, I was going to say a fifth handler? This is awesome. But that was it. We haven't had many conversations.
Flustered, Brian.
What's that?
You look a little flustered there for a minute.
Well, I was hoping that it was going to be another handler.
Got her.
Got her. Good job, buddy.
I'm telling
Now
you.
go turn it into OSA. Get your brownie points. Say, here you are, sir. I did what you asked me, sir.
These are for me.
Yeah?
Bring your gloves. We're gonna have a snowball battle today.
Maybe. Took your picture like you wanted, sir. Thank you, sir. Can I have my total freedom now, sir? You're a total slave. Your mind is totally controlled. You don't even know it.
So why'd you get fired, Brian?
I'm not. I can't. I already told you. I can't tell you. If you want to keep bringing it up, I see it as an attempt to cave me in, which won't work.
What's the big secret?
It's a sensitive issue. It's not only myself. What's that? No, nothing like that. Nothing like that.
No, nothing like that. People just get fired for being good workers.
Oh, yeah. Look at you. You're funny, aren't you? Getting a kick out of yourself, huh?
I have a sense of humor. I mean, you told me I don't.
Really? Not doing a very good job.
Well, I'm trying.
Hey, Brian.
So are you an OSA trainee?
Let me go hold it over in the corner.
All right, sure. Are you an OSA trainee? When you grow up, you want to be OSA? Do you want to be like Sylvia Standard when you grow up?
You're not very observant. I have gray hair. I'm all grown up.
Oh, okay. Again, with the literalness of the remarks taken. You're low on the tone scale, sir. May want to handle that.
I want to handle it by getting some lunch.
What's that? What, are you cold? You have to suck it up if you want to do battle with Anonymous, sir. OSA handler getting his camera out because another Anonymous is showing up.
University.
Montgomery College.
Montgomery College. All right.
Get ready to have your picture taken. They're in a picture-taking mode today.
No?
Been in there once, though.
Yeah? Thank you.
But you never been online or taken any courses? Or?
I did what you told me, Sylvia. I took their picture. I can have total freedom now.
Who's Sylvia?
Who's Sylvia?
In what way?
What else would you lie about?
Sylvia?
Sylvia's dad.
Oh, Sylvia. I'm sorry. I thought you said Sylvia. Sylvia. What about me? Can I get a little hello over here? Go back inside now. Take your fail docs with you. Yeah? So will I. Hi! Scientology coward. Scientology coward taking his picture to give to his leader, his master.
You get fired.
Oh, cave me in all you want, pal. Cave me in all you want.
I encourage you to answer the question.
What'd you say?
And I already told you why I can't.
Fired.
He got fired?
Yep.
A big fat secret. You must have done something really bad.
Did you just call me big and fat?
No, I said you had a big
No,
fat
he
secret.
said
Again with the literalness.
No.
Again with the literalness. I know what he said.
You know about altruism. You just don't.
Yes, I do know about altruism. Like the second dynamic used to be sex and family when L. Ron Hubbard was in charge. And then when David Miscavige was in charge, it became creativity, constituting altruism.
You need to study it a little more. Because L. Ron Hubbard did talk about
Excuse me?
creation. Second dynamic being creation.
L. Ron Hubbard talked about creation? Oh, wow.
Being
I didn't think he ever talked about creation.
I thought you wanted to have a comm cycle. Let's have a comm cycle.
No, you're not capable of having a comm cycle. I have the old ethics book, I have the new ethics book. In the old one, it says sex and family. In the new one, it says creativity.
Congresses?
I have some, yeah.
I thought it's been asked and answered already. You keep bringing up the same,
He just asked me.
what, definition?
He said I was altruism. He said I know all about altruism. And then I said, yeah, I know what altruism is. Gave him an example.
Call him something. He alters that into me calling.
Hey, I didn't have time to get the documents. I'm sorry. And I did a quick search, and it appears I may be wrong. But someone's coming today that gave me the link to the scanned document. And I emailed her last night, but she didn't get back to me yet. But she's the one that sent me the link where I saw your name. So I'll get that. And if I was wrong, I'll definitely correct it. Call whatever you want. I mean, you don't understand. I don't think you really understand what Anonymous is. It's not like an organization as you understand it. It's a group of individuals that have similar goals. However, they have different motivations, and no one cares to be told what to do or how to do it.
Okay.
So it's not like we pay our dues every year and like we have our membership fees.
I understand, but that's a ridiculous cop out. You're standing out here, and I'm saying, that it's essentially the same type of thing. That if somebody's doing something that's untoward or illegal or something,
right?
That's not Scientology. Yet,
see, you can't cherry pick though. I listened to what you said though last night, and you're like, anytime something bad happens, that's not Scientology.
No.
Operation Snow White, that wasn't real Scientology. Operation Freakout, that wasn't Scientology.
You were asking me about specific things, and I told you.
I know, and I noticed your comment though. It was like, oh, that's not real Scientology.
Absolutely. So
no, it is real Scientology because L. Ron Hubbard wrote the policies that made those things come about. Fair game. Any critic of Scientology may be tricked, sued, lied to, or destroyed. And that's exactly what the Church of Scientology has done over the years.
That was never, first of all, what you just said was never the policy.
Fair game is a policy written by L. Ron Hubbard. Of course, you canceled it, but for PR reasons, because it created bad PR. Not because it was a despicable policy, but because it created bad PR.
But what you just said is an omission. It's not even complete.
Excuse me?
What you just said is not actually what the policy was.
Okay, go ahead and tell me what the policy was.
No, you look it up.
I did.
I'm telling you, that's not the policy.
Anyone critical of Scientology may be sued, lied, tricked, or destroyed.
Good. And what's the end of it?
What do you mean, what's the end of it? I don't know. I mean, so it's a long letter. It's a long policy letter. I don't know it verbatim.
It was about that long.
Fair game?
What's the end of it?
I don't know. If you tell me, though, I'll put it online.
It's just the fact of the omission of what it actually was.
Well, go ahead and tell me. Go ahead and tell me.
No,
oh yeah, you're awesome, dude. You can like subtly try to say that there's something wrong with what I'm saying, but you're too cool to have to. Hey, I don't have to tell you what it is. I'm just saying that it's very interesting that you purposely left out this omission, and I'm saying, well, what was that omission? Oh, I don't have to tell you anything. I'm too cool.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
Yeah, it is whatever.
You're standing there saying something about it, which is not true.
Then defend it. Defend it. Have a leg to stand on and speak your mind. Don't just sit there and go, oh, you left out the part on purpose.
Yeah, okay. So what you just said implies that Scientologists are told that they should do criminal and illegal things. First of all, what about the tons of policies that explicitly and clearly state Scientologists are to abide by the laws of the land?
Pretty contradictory, isn't it?
No, because the end of what you just said is that if those things happen, that the person cannot avail themselves of Scientology ethics. In other words, if that happens, if it becomes a criminal matter, that person who the offense was done against does not have the ability to use the Scientology ethics internally to avail themselves. They can't avail themselves of it.
Oh.
That's what it says.
Do you know who was an unindicted co-conspirator in Snow White?
Wait a minute, you didn't answer that.
You didn't ask me a question. You just were telling me.
You asked me the question to tell you what the end of it was. I just told you what the end of it was. Does that
Not
change
really.
You?
You didn't tell me what it was. You basically said that.
Yes, the very end of it, what you said, and then said.
Why don't you just go get it real quick? You mean you have access to it?
You asked me a question, right?
Yeah.
The end of it.
Okay, go ahead.
Very clearly says.
Yep.
What you said. Let's stipulate for these purposes that was relatively accurate. That somebody who does that against a person who is outside of Scientology cannot avail themselves. That person cannot avail themselves of Scientology ethics and justice. That's all it says. It doesn't say.
It's not all it says. It says someone may be tricked, sued, lied to, or destroyed. That's what it says.
And
how do you justify that? I mean, you can't justify that.
I'm telling
you can try.
I'm telling you the end of it is that somebody can do that to somebody who's outside Scientology.
Someone can do that to someone who's outside Scientology.
And it doesn't say that they should. It doesn't say that they did it. It said if that happens, that the person it's done to does not have recourse
to Scientology ethics.
Exactly.